Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is LeTroy. We are here back again for another episode of the Late Night View. As you can tell, I have changed things around a little again. I have a new mic that I'm trying out, as well as a mic with my old mic, and I'm just really once again trying to make this the best that I can. So pray for me, saints. I have my iPad right here, not only as a countdown thing now, but as my kind of assistant when I don't know things. I can Google it, look it up real quick because a lot of people don't fact check, and that is a problem. Um, Got to do my opening spiel. Late Night View is a show that I created for people like me that are insomniacs that maybe can't sleep at night, or that they have to work at night, or people that just had kids and they're up in the middle of the night and they want something new and funny and silly and crazy to watch. I decided, why not create a show for people like me and for people like that? So this is the Late Night View. I try to keep the show under 30 minutes because who wants to sit there and listen to somebody talk that they don't know for over 30 minutes? So yeah, I jump in. There's no like opening monologue or anything. I just like to jump right in. I have my little handy dandy cue cards right here, the Late Night View cue cards to keep me on track. Although there are times that I do get off track, but thank God for Jesus. But let's just jump into it. Let's jump into the first topic today and see what it is. So Real Housewives of Atlanta has started filming again, and apparently Kenya Moore is down there showing her ass like she always does. I don't. All this is alleged. Nobody has really come out and said that it's happened, but allegedly Kenya had posted or had on display some explicit photos of one of the new girls on the cast. I think her name is Brittany at Kenya's hair care salon opening. I don't know why Kenya is opening a hair care salon. I don't look at Kenya Moore and be like, oh my gosh, she has great hair. People should work with her. So I don't know, as far as hair, I don't know why she has a hair care salon, but everybody has dreams, a hope and the dream of the slaves. But apparently, Kenya had showcased explicit pictures of this girl Brittany, and the people over there at Bravo, Universal, NBC have suspended Kenya Moore. And let me tell you something, they should have suspended Kenya Moore a long time ago. Kenya Moore is a nasty, mean lady. She has been nothing but nasty and mean the whole time she's been on the show. And what I think now is that with all of this other stuff coming out about other people and executives at other companies, and even at that company, because from what I understand, Homeboy under investigation too, they not playing that. So now Kenya can't get away with the same messy, disrespectful, nasty stuff that she used to get away with. I think Kenya Moore about to lose her job. Kenya Moore is not worth it. She's not that great of a character on that show. She can definitely be replaced. You know what Beyonce says? They can have another you in a minute. They need to just stop playing and bring Nene back. Just go ahead and call Lanithia. Y'all work it out. Bring Lanithia Leaks back. Housewives is never going. Real Housewives of Atlanta is never going to work without Lanithia Leaks. That's just the point. That's just the blank, and that's just the period. Now, and y'all, Candy is gone too. Candy gone. Portia the only one that's helping save the ship, and that's only because she about to get evicted out of Simon's house. And then you got Simon Portia husband, Peter, Cynthia ex-husband, and then I don't know how to say what's Nene boyfriend name. No, not gonna larger be. They all hanging out together. They the real husbands of Atlanta. What is going on? If everybody's the girl, who gonna be the boy? That is the question. But yeah, Kenya Moore has unshowed her ass, and we'll see if they said she's suspended, but we'll see if she get unsuspended. I don't think she will because they don't play around with that revenge porn type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of Real Housewives and Portia and Simon, Marlo Hampton had tweeted, well, Instagram, she said, these girls need to learn how to start getting stuff in their names. Because, it was a whole thing where Simon took away Portia's Rolls Royce. And I got in trouble because I said that Portia should have had a rainy day Mazda. But Marlo is right. Start getting this stuff in y'all name. Why y'all riding around here in other people's cars? Marlo said she gonna teach a class. Marlo said she was gonna do an etiquette class, and now she needs to do a get your name on the paperwork class. Cause it makes no sense at all that y'all keep getting in these cars, these houses, these apartments, these townhomes. Y'all names don't be on not no bank account. What are y'all doing? Get stuff in your name. Like Tina Turner said, all I have is my name. All I want to walk away with is my name. And that's what y'all should do. Y'all want to walk away with your name and the stuff that's in your name. So I stand by what I said. Get your ass a rainy day Mazda. Get your ass a rainy day Honda. Get something in your name so that these men can stop playing with y'all. And I'm a man and I'm trying to tell y'all, I got a lot of straight friends, a lot of straight male friends. I'm telling y'all stuff I shouldn't be telling y'all, giving y'all the inside scoop. Marlo, I hope you teach your class, teach these girls how to go down there to the DMV and put these cars in their name. Okay? How about that? What we got up next? I'm going to shuffle my stuff. Oh, Fat Joe. Fat Joe. I mean, Fat Joe said that he believes that if Chris Brown and that Rihanna situation never happened, that Chris Brown would be on Michael Jackson status. Like, what equivalates to Michael Jackson status? Are we talking about Michael Jackson musically or the respect that people have for Michael Jackson? Because music wise, I think Chris Brown consistently releases music. He consistently goes on tours. He has people like Kelly Rowland and Sierra that always take up for him and that still want to work with him. He was supposed to perform at the American Music Awards, but then a sponsor got Cardi took your man upset and didn't want to let him perform. And so he tours around the world. He's on like his second tour within the past year and a half. What, I mean, besides mainstream endorsements, like maybe a Pepsi endorsement or whatever, but you don't need that. It's 2024. You get a Fashion Nova endorsement. Getting a Fashion Nova endorsement is the same as getting a Pepsi endorsement in 2024. I'm just saying. But I don't really know what the difference would be for Chris Brown's career. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to say that Chris Brown would be bigger because Chris Brown is huge. He's a huge artist. His shows sell out all the time. Everything he does is covered on the blogs, it's covered on the internet. What else would Chris Brown do? I don't know. I guess maybe he would be more universally accepted, but then that begs the question, universally accepted to who? I don't know. I think majority of the black people have forgiven Chris Brown. Hell, Rihanna says she, and that's another thing. Y'all got to stop bringing up, if y'all want to talk about Rihanna and how she was the victim, if Rihanna says that she has forgiven that man and she wants to get over it, y'all need to stop bringing that up. Because y'all are doing nothing but traumatizing the victim over and over again because you want to talk about somebody else. But I did just find it interesting that Fat Joe said that if it wasn't for that whole Rihanna incident, that Chris Brown would be as big as Michael Jackson. And I've seen people fall out, pass out crying over Chris Brown. I just don't know. I just wonder what would make Chris Brown more like Michael Jackson and his reputation and his legacy than it is now. I feel like if Chris Brown passed away today, God forbid that he does, um, there would be the same kind of conversations about him being an amazing performer. He's made great music. He started as a child. Michael Jackson made mistakes. Michael Jackson was on trial for child molestation and things like that. So I don't know. I just always wonder when people say, "Oh, well, Chris Brown could be or would be if he didn't do this or do that." It's just really interesting to me. So it was interesting to me when Fat Joe said that. So got to be careful with this one because don't know I want to cancel. Yesterday was Father's Day, right? And as we know, Caitlyn Jenner has a few kids. She has Kendall, she has Kylie, She has Brody. I think there's one other one. And people were upset that they were telling Caitlyn Jenner Happy Father's Day because, as we know, Caitlyn Jenner transitioned from Bruce Jenner into Caitlyn Jenner. And so people are saying, well, if you identify as a woman, then you should celebrate Mother's Day, not Father's Day. He and I'm talking about he, as Bruce Jenner raised his children as a father. So therefore, it's not far-fetched for them to wish their father a happy Father's Day because that is who raised them. That was their father. It can get a little complicated now. Like I understand with when people transition and Mother's Days and Father's Days and things like that. But why does that matter to you? If they want to tell their father and their father figure and the person that raised them as their father, Happy Father's Day, what's that got to do with you? What harm does that bring you for those kids to tell the person that raised them as their father, Happy Father's Day? Because if we really want to get there, we have kids that tell people Happy Father's Day and Happy Mother's Day that ain't they real biological mother or ain't they real biological father, and nobody questions that. So if these kids would like to tell their biological father Happy Father's Day, and still acknowledge that today their father has transitioned into Caitlyn Jenner, who does that hurt? Why are y'all in an uproar that they are telling the person that raised them as their father, the person they went to as their father growing up, Happy Father's Day? The problem is people keep trying to understand things that are none of their business. You don't need to understand why they feel the need to tell Caitlyn Jenner Happy Father's Day. And or if they decide to tell Caitlyn Jenner Happy Mother's Day. That's none of your business. People need to stop trying to understand things that has nothing to do with them. Because you'll never understand something that is none of your business. I don't know their story. I was not raised in their household. So therefore, I don't really have an opinion on it. My opinion on it is let them people do what the hell they want to do. They not hurting nobody. They not stealing from nobody. They not killing nobody. They not touching nobody that they shouldn't touch. Leave them people alone. They want to tell Caitlyn Jenner Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day. And honestly, let me be very clear, because I know some people that were raised by single mothers that tell their mothers Happy Father's Day. How about that? Now, we all know that. We all know people that would be like, Mom, you did it by yourself. Happy Father's Day. Okay, well, cool. No question doing that. There's no question with them telling Caitlyn Jenner Happy Father's Day. Now you know the rest of the story. I want to move on to Diddy. I don't want to... Sean Combs. I have rescinded calling him by a name of affirmation because I feel like all Diddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, Love, all of those were names that we called him out of a sense of kind of admiration. And I just don't feel that is appropriate anymore. So Sean Combs, I have a question. Who got paid that $50,000 to hide that video of him beating up Cassie in the hallway? I feel like we need to get to the bottom of that, because somebody got that $50,000, and that happened like years ago. So somebody has been sitting on that, got their $50,000, and ain't say nothing. I think that's a problem. I think we need to get to the bottom of it, because whoever covered that up probably covered up some other stuff too. See what I'm saying? I also want to address that they repossessed Diddy. That is so crazy. How do you repossess the key to the city from somebody? But they repossessed Diddy's key to New York City. Now, I don't know how I feel about that, because obviously he has done great things for the city. He has done great things for the people of the city. That's why they gave him the key to the city. So when they take the key back, does that take away his contributions as well? Um, I don't really have a feeling or an answer for that. It's just, you gave it to this man. And it's the same thing with Howard University. They took away the scholarship that Sean Combs had given to the school and took away his honorary degree. But then it's like, well, then y'all took away the scholarship. Now the kids suffer. So I feel like maybe they should take more money from his ass. Maybe they should make him donate more and donate to causes like domestic violence and because there are kids in college that are in domestic violent relationships. He should have had to, in New York City, yeah, you keep your key, but your key is going to open up all of these domestic violence centers, sorry. I feel like there is a way to still utilize what his resources and assets are without taking them away from the community that can benefit from them. But I really want to know who got this $50,000 to be quiet about that video at that hotel. Somebody needs to get to the bottom of that because I feel like that person, whoever has that video and has that information, has more information. That's just how I feel. Oh, all right, last. I think oh, wait, is that last? No, it's not last. Oh, see, cue cards keep you. So, Wendy Williams is still under punishment. And it's this white lady that is ordering all of Wendy Williams' steps. They won't let her see her family. Her son has no contact. I think her son was about to get evicted because he don't have no access to the money. He should have access. You know what? I watched I watched the first episode of Wendy Williams. Where is Wendy Williams? I could not make it through the rest because it like really was tugging at my heart. Especially when she was like, all I want to do is see my son and take care of my son. And they are denying her the right to be a mother. And I think more people need to realize that no matter what her mental capacity might be, that's still her son. And she still is sane enough to know, I want to take care of my son. I want my son to be good. And so I honestly couldn't make it through the whole docuseries. But who is this random lady that has custody over Wendy Williams? Because even with Britney Spears, it was her dad. And then, I think now a lot of people are like, oh, maybe we should have minded our business because Britney Spears needs some type of guidance and some type of, somebody need to watch her. She needs some type of supervision. Okay. But yeah, I just think why ain't nobody speaking up for Wendy Williams? Where are the free Wendy posters like they were doing for Britney? It's just very odd to me that this lady, from what I understand, does not know Wendy and will not allow Wendy to see her family. And that's just some stuff we don't know about, because it was the same thing with Britney Spears. Everybody was like, free Britney. Her dad is the devil. Her dad her dad is not doing right by her. Her dad is the one making her crazy. Britney done went from worse to worse. So she is from crazy to crazier. You got me crazy. She's talking about herself. But no, I wonder why there's not such a call to action to help Wendy Williams. Of course, what comes to mind at first is the race thing. Britney Spears is white. Wendy Williams is black. So it could be that type of thing. But I really, to isolate someone from their family when they need help is I don't know about that. And I don't know about this white lady. I seen this picture of her. She looked like one of them people that steal. All right, we at the end. Last, you guys know that I have adopted in my head NLE Choppa as my little brother. That song, I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but it's called Blank Me Out 2 is my jam. I love that record. And he had tweeted, he was saying how the gay community has been so supportive of him in this record and in this chapter of his career that he wanted to perform at a gay pride. And so Atlanta Gay Pride has booked NLE Choppa to perform at Pride. And I just wish more people understood and got that. That is the absolute 100% example of buying into what's working for you and not trying to force things on the people. He like, man, the gay community, they rock with me. I'ma rock with them. He could have been very homophobic. He could have been very standoffish. I'm sure he had a lot of people saying, this won't be good for your career. You shouldn't do that. It's not a good look. But the fact that he's doing it, he's performing at Gay Pride. He has a record that he knows like everybody loves, but especially the gays love. They've been showing him so much love and support. I absolutely, that's why he's my little brother in my head, because anybody that operates that way and that operates from a way of for the people, he's doing this for the people. He's performing at Pride for the people. I think that's super dope. And I feel like more artists need to do that, and maybe they would start getting hits, because a lot of these artists be trying to force music and be trying to force things on people that they don't ask for, and then they wonder why they flop. So, hey, NLE Choppa doing Gay Pride in Atlanta, I'm gonna go because you know that's my song. If I was a band, I want me too. Okay, that song is a song of you know, what's the word called? Self empowerment. It's a confidence song. You know, so shout out to NLE Chopper for joining the gays at Pride and Gay Pride in I think September. I think that's great. I think it's great if Kenya Moore gets fired. I also think that they need to let Wendy Williams off punishment, or if she's going to be on punishment, let it be with somebody that she actually knows. I really am interested in what differentiates the legacy that Chris Brown will have versus the legacy that Michael Jackson has. Because Chris Brown still has a long way to go. You never know what can happen. Like the thing about time is that it is so unforgiving, but also forgiving, and you never know what can happen. So we'll see. I think I ran through that very fast, but you know, I talk very fast. But thank y'all for joining me for another episode of the Late Night View. I do want to end it with say that Krishan Rock is in jail. She's in jail. She's in jail for 30 days. They gave her 5 days served already, and then they're going to extradite her to Oklahoma for her other charges. But again, just goes to show I wasn't lying. And we're going to leave on that note. Thank y'all for coming. Thank me for speaking. Make sure you follow me at LeTroy Davis on all social media platforms, as well as the Late Night View. And thank you for coming. Peace.